summer, I noticed that there was an epidemic going on. The epidemic was fruit flies. The thing about this species, which is called a Drosophila melanogaster, is that they are completely annoying. The fruit fly does not make noise, it does not even bite, but these tiny little things have a knack for finding their way into any space or environment where there is or has been ripe fruit present and creating havoc. A business meeting, you could be at a romantic dinner with your husband or your wife, a visit to your grandparents' home, even sitting right here in worship at the beautiful Community Baptist Church. A fruit fly does not discriminate. They'll speed across your face and land on your head 4 million times until you can't take it anymore. Presenting absolutely no real danger or threat, what enables the fruit fly to wreak havoc, causing even the most refined of individuals to come out of character, is their persistence. See, a fruit fly will wear you thin. Fruit fly will wear you out. It won't let up. And if you read through the book of Nehemiah, you will find out about the resiliency of the servants of God. But you will also be privy to the persistence of these fellas named Sanballat and Tobiah. From the very beginning, chapter 2, verse 10 tells us of their deep disturbance as a result of Nehemiah's coming to see about Jerusalem. Not only do they take issue with the rebuilding that is going on, but they gather their allies and the Arabs and the Ammonites and the Ashdodites, and they incite them against the good work that is going on in the holy city, Jerusalem. Like fruit flies, Sanballat and Tobiah posed no real threat to Nehemiah and the rebuilding that was going on, but they were persistent. Their persistence to this point has led to the strength of the laborers to be failing. It has resulted in mighty Judah having a low moment where quitting almost appeared to be a formidable option. It was not the threat that they presented, but their persistent opposition to the work that was wearing the Jews down. And I wonder if I had just 25 people in here tonight who could keep it real and admit that there are some people, some circumstances, some cravings, some habits, some relationships that are wearing you out because of the persistence with which they keep coming at you. See, in one dose, they would not be a problem. They would not be a big deal, but because you've been dealing with it for the last 5 years and 7 months and 12 days, and every time you swat in one direction, it comes at you in another. You could have dealt with the pay decrease, but a pay decrease on top of a 2% tax and utility increase at the same time, that's fruit flies. The diagnosis was one thing, but now the process of weeks and weeks of radiation has making you tired and chemotherapy taking out your hair, that's fruit flies. And if that was not enough, your insurance dropped you, and where the Affordable Care Act would ensure that you're not denied access to affordable insurance based upon a pre-existing condition, you've got to deal with a crazy world leader who does not know whether he wants to build a wall or drop random bombs on Iran, anything to help anybody except for the 99%. Fruit flies. And you forgave Baba when he stepped out that one time. But then he got that LL Cool J spirit. And you found out about Lisa, Angela, Pamela, and Renee, all the girls from around the way. And so it's not always just the strength of the problem, but because of the persistence of the problem that is swarming around you while you're trying to serve the Lord, or while you're standing in the house of God, that you have come here tonight at your wit's end. Now that should tell you right then is that you should just never have a meeting in a place called Oh No. Right? But Nehemiah discerns that they want to harm him, not to just meet with him. And so they come to him 4 times with this request. And Nehemiah's point is this: I'm about a great work. And why should this cease if I come down to you? And so on the 5th time, they turn up the heat even more, and they send a letter by way of Sanballat's servant. And the letter now is accusing Nehemiah and the Jews of rebelling but you invent them in your own heart. Nehemiah does not get bent out of shape. Now, no one likes to be lied on. But not only does Nehemiah not allow the invitation and the threats and intimidation to pull him off of his post, he does not allow this lie to pull him off of his post either. But if we're going to have any degree of success in this service that we've been called to, we've got to learn to keep our cool under fire. What I mean, we'll have to learn to take a licking and keep on ticking, call a spade, but not allow the fact that a spade was a spade cause us to crumble into pieces and therefore take us away from the word. There is some character assassination that is attached to this work. There's some misinterpretation of motives that is included in this kind of work. They will accuse you of trying to be king or try to be queen or try to be high and mighty when you simply are a servant of God committed to a good work that you didn't call yourself to and you can't call yourself away from. There are days when the folks come in with a bad attitude but keep on serving. There are days when adversity will kind of get the best of you, and the adversity that is connected to this rebuilding will be a little bit much, but since God has placed you and placed it in your heart to serve you must. And so you must grow a thick skin. Let me tell you the story, and I promise I'll be right out of your way. I was talking to a girl named Anya Duquois. Anya Duquois is the granddaughter of one of the elders in my church. Anya is a dancer. And at the point of this conversation, Anya was at the point in the process of preparing to go into point. She's a ballerina. And I asked her what the pre-point process was. And she told me that she had to get her feet ready. And of course, I asked her to expound. And she said, well, Pastor, when you move from regular ballet to point, you have to not only build your calf strength, but you also have to toughen up the skin and strengthen the bones of your feet, which means no pedicures, it means no foot lotions, it means no herbal scrubs. I said, thank God, God didn't make me a ballerina. But I said, Anya, so you need to tell me that as graceful and beautiful as point ballerinas are, as they carry out their craft, they have scary feet. She said, Pastor Danielle, it's the tough skin and unusually strong bones that you don't see that enables them to be beautiful and gracious in the first place. And so if we are going to have any measure of grace as we do what God has placed in our hearts to do with reference to this world and with reference to our service, it's imperative that we grow thick skin so that we're not taken out by fruit fly opposition. I'm not saying that you won't cry, but grow tough skin enough so that your crying doesn't count you out. I'm not saying that you won't have a bad day, but don't let a bad day become a bad life. This time, the goal of Sanballat and his company was to make the Jews afraid. They thought if they could scare them, then their hands would be weakened and the work would never be complete. But thick skin will enable you to experience fear and keep on working. It'll enable you to experience fear and keep on moving into the unknown. Thick skin will make you uncertain of the future, but you keep on moving toward it. Thick skin will help you to look at and deal with the realities of this world and your own personal limitations, but keep on serving to the glory and the honor of God. And so as we commit to rebuilding, we'll encounter fruit fly opposition, not necessarily posing real danger, but wearing us out, not because of strength, but because of persistence. And if we're going to overcome these fruit flies and be successful in our call to serve the Lord's church, we've got to recognize first that what we are committed to is bigger than us. We've got to realize that there's too much riding on your service for you only have a 10-day lifespan. The problem is that they procreate like crazy in those 10 days. There's also something else that I have not yet mentioned in the text. Upon realizing that they were only trying to cause them to fear in order to weaken their hands and stop the work, Nehemiah does not say, the ability to make progress. You just strengthen my hands. Then I know on the other side of whatever this is,